What's happening, everybody? Hell broke loosey here. We finally got some good news in the news cycle. This impeachment thing. That's great. It's fucking great. The talk that the Democrats want to get it wrapped up by Thanksgiving, that's great too. This needs to happen really fucking fast. Trump don't have any cards left to play but one. He can resign now, and Pence can pardon him. And then Pence can get impeached. And then we have Pelosi. Shit is fucking crazy, man. The news cycle is so goddamn toxic. I had to stop and take the time out and have some pity on the average American that don't have time to keep up. I have time. And there's others like me that have time. And I wish you all would put more stock in what we say instead of put stock in people who make multi-million-dollar a year salaries to tell you what their corporate puppet masters want you to hear, the talking heads on mainstream media. Man, the lies, the lies, the lies. It's over fucking whelming. One of the biggest lies that's been perpetrated on this country since Trump won the election is that he got elected out of economic frustration. That's not so. The average Trump supporter makes $70,000 a year. If you got financial problems at $70,000 a year, you're fucking stupid. That means that material things are what give you your identity. The only thing that makes you happy is spending money, blowing money. Irresponsibility. $70,000 a year, that's a lot of money. That's good money. So it was white rage. This country has never been great. It was founded on slavery, free labor, for big profit. Racism has always been at our core. That's not great. If you're not humanitarian, you're not anywhere near great. And human beings owning other human beings, that's not great. And then racism. Well, after the Civil Rights Act and the hippies and all that, it seemed like maybe racism had stymied some, backed way off. Well, publicly it had. But it was still boiling, it was still steaming behind the scenes. And what it took for it to come up bigger and harder than any time since Jim Crow was a black man in office for 8 years. The Republicans lost their fucking shit. I'm no Obama supporter. I vote for him. He's a Democrat. He's a good man. He's just owned. He was owned, corporate owned. Just like all the others. All of them. He did good things. His human rights acts were good. Equality. He put some good environmental measures in. He did some good things. His wars were bad. The drones, it's bad. But compared to Trump, that motherfucker's Jesus goddamn Christ, if there was a Jesus Christ. Republicans couldn't stand it. You'll never talk to a Republican, rarely, that can emphasize what Obama's crimes were. Being owned by the establishment, to a big degree, and wars, the drone bombings. Obamacare. Only evil people can take health care. Everyone having access to health care, or at least a lot more people, and turn that into something evil. They call it Obamacare, and it was a hate word, a scare word, just like socialism is now. They hated that man for being black. His crimes were a tan suit. Michelle's a sleeveless dress. I just found out the other day one that slipped by me. Sean Hannity had a shit fit about it back in 2016, 2015 or something. Joe Biden and Obama went out for lunch and had burgers, and Obama put mustard on his burger. Fox had a fucking shit fit. I mean, I can't get my head around that. I mean, don't a lot of people eat mustard on the burger? You go to Burger King, it comes with mustard, right? How about the Big Mac? I don't know. God damn, how stupid can Republicans get? Those were his crimes as far as the Republican voter goes. He was black. All that rage was boiling. We got this motherfucking piece of evil, rotten shit that I would love to see convicted of treason and executed on international TV. You know, some countries, when they have executions, it's broadcast. In Taiwan, you get convicted on Monday, you're executed by Saturday, and it's broadcast on television. That's the way it should be if Trump was to be convicted of treason. But in a way, you know, I'm dead set against the death penalty, him being the one exception. But in a way, I'd rather see him in prison. Live through the fucking humiliation every day. That'd be better. He's evil. America has become so numb to his crimes that just today he did something that if any other president had ever done it before today, he'd be impeached for both houses, both chambers. After the Ukraine phone call where he's putting pressure on them to dig up shit on Biden and Biden's son, he called for China to do it today on the White House lawn. He started this public thing of asking Russia to invest Hillary in 2016, and now he's doing it with Biden. He's got one move left, and that's to resign. And then Pence can pardon him. He's going to lose the election if he makes it that far. That's a given. Don't even buy none of this bullshit that he stands a chance of re-election. It ain't fucking happening. No goddamn way. Water will run uphill first. Then with the Democratic president, he's going to prison. There'll be no such thing as a pardon. But even if Pence pardons him, if he resigns and Pence pardons him, states can put him in prison. Southern District of New York can get him. But the hatred in this country, the ignorance that it takes to be racist. Fear, ignorance. Ignorance causes fear. Racism is all about fear, cowardice, and ignorance. That's it. You educate people, they become less afraid. They become less racist. This country isn't even close to great yet. Because at the very fucking minimum, we got 70 million diehard fucking racists in this country that would turn their head or else help hang a black man. They support A man who's supported by white supremacy, Nazis, all of that shit. You got to stop and realize what has to go through a person's mind to even fly a swastika in public. They're evil. There's a whole lot of old slogans that are going down the shitter in the past few years, this century. Down deep, everyone's good. I've said, and I think I'm generous, it's 50-50. Maybe it might be 60-40 good to the good. We have at least 70 million evil goddamn people here. It doesn't make a goddamn what you do that's good. Now, I've used Jeffrey Dahmer as an example. I think he was really good to animals. I think he loved animals and his grandmother or some shit like that. He had something good about him. What difference does it make? None. You're measured by the evil that you cultivate inside yourself. You got a preacher here, looks like he's helping all these people, and he rates this little boy on Sunday evening. That's who he is. That's what he is. He's evil. There are at least 70 million Americans that are pure fucking evil. I don't even go places where I can debate these bastards. There's no debate. But something's happening with them. Because when they do pop up in a conversation, it only takes one slap and they're gone. And I don't get that. I've been pondering what's the meaning behind that. Where they used to just keep, the ones that stick, they got nothing but memes and gifts. That's it. Meme after meme after gift after gift after gift. That's all they got. There's your sign you got a Republican. The motherfuckers can't form 3 sentences and put them together. Gift after gift. This country is so sick. So goddamn sick. And it's imperative on every person with a conscience to do and say every fucking thing that we can to keep this impeachment thing going, to support Bernie. Don't buy into this shit. You know, he had heart pain there the other day and they put 2 stents in. That's no big deal. That's no big deal at all. Dick Cheney had 3 fucking brand new hearts. Bernie's the man. Elizabeth Warren is no longer even in a goddamn ballpark. If there's a second, it's Andrew Yang. That's a good man. That son of a bitch is brilliant. And if you think he's crazy for his $1,000 a month guaranteed income, no, he ain't. He knows how much money there is. He knows the economics and you don't. That's easily doable. Easy. And he's on climate change. Andrew Yang is the only. And he's doing pretty good, you know, for a low percentage poller. But Elizabeth Warren, that bitch is busy from daylight to dark, selling out. That's my stalker's favorite. Oh, she's his good friend. Yeah, he's got her on speed dial and all that shit, lying motherfucker. But it would be like him to support a corporate whore. Yeah, so I'm going to say something to you in another video here. Yeah, I saw just yesterday that you made a video with my name in the title again. That's got to be what makes you wet. Putting my name in the title of your video. And then you giving it all these views. Anyway, that's another subject. Whenever Elizabeth Warren pops up, that scumbag pops up in my head because they're good friends. Yeah. I've thought about digging into her campaign, get in touch with somebody, find out if she knows him. It ain't hard to do. I've been searching the Massachusetts records of Marines, and you ain't in there, motherfucker. Anyway, we're in sad shape. If you got a conscience, if you know right from wrong, Get busy and speak up, okay? Lucy, love part of you, loathe the rest of you.